The new Mandalorian skin has been out for some time, and I have seen people who have been trying to recreate other Mandalorians from the Star Wars series and movies. And I decided I wanted to do something like that. So today I thought I would put a little challenge by trying to see if I can create 4 different Mandalorians with this skin in under 3 minutes. Let's see how accurate I can get. So first off, I have this skin. This is the first Mandalorian, or as he's known, bounty hunter, that we're gonna recreate with this Mandalorian skin is Jango Fett. And here's the picture I'm using as a reference. So first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a 3-minute timer, and in that 3 minutes, I have to try recreating Jango Fett with as close as I can with all the different edit styles. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Okay. So first off, let's see. I think this is as close as his helmet's gonna get, because he has a kind of smooth helmet, but there's no smooth helmet edit style here. And then his shoulder pads seem, okay, I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. Next, his shoulder, what is it called? His torso. This seems very, no, never mind. This one looks the most accurate to me, although there are some key differences, but I think this is the one that we're going to go with. Next. Let's see the belt. Okay, let's see. This is as close as we're going to get with that. Okay, so I think we got the basic body already. We move this. He has a very simple texture on him. So then we remove this as well. Yeah, because I don't see him having anything there. Oh, right there. Like this kind of play right here. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it as it is, like that. And then lower body. He does have it. He does have something. Oh, we gotta get moving. Oh no, I'm almost out of time. Sorry. Okay, next we're gonna change the color to, I guess, this. Next we have no basic armor. Blue is what we're gonna go with. Next is this. Come on. I think it's this. Yeah, it's that. Where is that changing? I did not see that change. That's okay. And leather. He has kind of great. And I think, there are some things that. Oh, his legs. Ah, there you go. No, is this one? Okay. And our time is up. Okay, for this one, he does have this kind of sticking out, although it is on the other side. But I did get it as pretty accurate, I would say. And I feel like this part could have been maybe the more accurate. Let's see if there's another here. Maybe this. No, he doesn't have. I think this is as accurate as I can get. I mean, this part right here, these like armor right here on his legs. That doesn't look too accurate, but this is as accurate as you're gonna get. Given, so I would rate. So I think this is pretty good. I would rate this maybe a 7 out of 10. What would you guys rate it? Comment it down below. Up next we have Pax Vizsla. I think his name is Pax Vizsla. And now he's very detailed, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get super accurate, but let's try our best and see how it looks at the end product. Without further ado, let us begin. Okay, for his helmet, although he doesn't have any scratches technically, he does have one on the left side, but they don't have currently any. This, I would say, looks pretty accurate, although it is missing. It does have this one right here. It should only have this, but this one's pretty inaccurate. So I think we're going to go with this one, even though it is a little different. But let's see. For the shoulder plate, he has really big ones. So let's see. I think this one looks okay, even though they're not too big. Let's go with that one. Next, for his torso, he has multiple breastplates. So I think what we're going to go with are let's see, I think he has something on, so I think we're gonna go with this one. And it's not, he's kind of a big guy, but yeah. So let's see. Okay, for his legs, that doesn't look too accurate, but let's run with that. Hold up, so I gotta turn off the light on my phone. Okay, we're gonna go with the same ones because those kind of look like his. So now let's go to. He has no patterns on, just like the others. Okay, so I think we're done basically with his. Yeah, I think that's all we can really do. Actually, no. Here we can add. Where's this one? Oh, this one doesn't have it, so I'm gonna change the armor actually. Yeah, this is more like it because you see it has like this kind of cloth right here, even though it's kind of inaccurate, but I like how that one looks better. Okay, this one we keep. He has all this stuff on, so I say we keep it on. So let's move on. We have underdress. Okay, so for his basic one, his is blue. So this is we're gonna go. Where's this change? Okay, so we have a kind of. Okay, I would say it's a lightish blue right here, or I think it's this one. Next, we're gonna go with. That part. His is kind of pretty. His is pretty dark, to be honest. So I think that would fit. Next would be, what was the pattern on this? Where does this go? Where's this? I do not see the difference. I'm blind then. I don't know. You guys tell me if you guys see that. Oh my gosh, we're almost out of time again. Okay, so I'm gonna change the legs actually. Nope. Ooh. We don't have a lot of time. I need his legs to be a different color, but the armor. Okay, and that's the end of that one. A little more difficult, obviously. This guy, he's much bigger, so the armor looks much more bigger, especially here on his shoulder plates. But in his face, in his helmet is also pretty different, and it also has more detail in it, as well as him having this kind of antenna sticking out on the other side. But we did get this a little inaccurate. This leg had to be a little bit more. What would that be, like an orange? No, brownish. That brownish. Most of these, but I can't really change too much of this. There's a little. There's not that much you can change on this, even though there is a lot. But I think that's past Vislo. I'm not sure, probably butchering your name, but yes, this is him. I would rate this probably a 5 out of 10, as I could have probably done a lot more. No, I think I would go with a 7 out of 10, yeah. Because even though it's not just my fault, just the skin is very limited. So I think I'll go with 7 out of 10. That is my rating. What do you guys think? For our next character or Mandalorian that we will be trying to recreate, it is Axe Wolf, I think. Either Axel or Axe Wolf. I think that's it. But yeah, we're gonna go with him. This is him on screen. We begin the timer. We're beginning at 13 seconds. So I'm pretty excited. We like this character, even though this guy doesn't show up too much in the series. I really like his character, like his Mandalorian suit as well. He's pretty funny in this scene. But yeah, timer has begun. Let us begin. So right off the bat, I think his is different. So I'm gonna go with this one because he only has one on the right side. So I'm gonna go for the shoulder pad. I think we're gonna switch it up to this one. Yeah. Next, we're gonna go with the torso. Looks a little bit small, a little bit like this. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Although it is a little smaller, that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, so then for his I say boots or shoes, doesn't really have anything besides. I think he has this. This is as close as I'm gonna get, I feel like. No, we need that. Torso or accessories. Although gotta say his legs should be more like okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that because even though there are some differences, that is pretty accurate. Okay, so we have under a minute to focus on his color. So for him, his body is a light blue, but we do not have a light blue for him. For that part. Next, for his shoulder pads, I think that's where we're not playing with that. Okay, I think he's wearing something like this, although it is a little more white. That's how it would be. Okay, and after that, we're gonna go with, what does this affect? Oh, we don't have any patterns, sorry. Clan signal, I don't have that one. Okay, and letter. His letters are kind of... let's see. I think he doesn't have any letter, but I think what we'll give him is we'll stick with this one. Okay. That's with under 4 seconds. Okay. For this skin, I would rate it, I think this is my least accurate one, a 4 out of 10, because this skin doesn't give too many on the... This part needs to get more lighter blue, and I couldn't get that, so I feel like this one's pretty inaccurate. It doesn't really have... Or it doesn't really show him as it does in the show. Although I did get some parts correct, like this, although some parts should have been bigger. And he doesn't actually have these boots, he has some other ones, but we did pretty good. And just like saying the color, it's just bothering me. But yeah, that's how we're gonna go with. And I think that, yeah, 5 out of 10 would be for that one. What do you guys think? For our final Mandalorian of this video, we're gonna go with Din Djarin, or better known as the Mandalorian from the Mandalorian series. So, let me start the timer. I've seen a lot of videos on people recreating, so hopefully I can get it pretty accurate, because there do seem to be a lot of ways you can get this close to original skin in Fortnite. Obviously there's gonna be some differences, but let's see. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, stress is. This is his. Those are his. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go with this one. If you guys are enjoying the video, if you guys could subscribe, I would very appreciate it, as well as like, comment, and share. Tell me what skin so far that I tried to recreate is your favorite so far. I'm gonna go with this one. This one's pretty accurate on him. So I think that's how we're gonna go. For his shoulder, obviously we have this. Okay, next we're gonna take this off because the Mandalorian does not have that. Do you not see a difference? Yeah, I do not. I'm really bad at customizing skins. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna go with this one right here. I think this one right here is. Next, we're gonna go with his. I think that one's also. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Okay, that's looking like the Mandalorian. Okay, for him, he has a brown. Yeah, that's a little bit more darker, maybe. I think this one's the best one. That one's the best one. Now for this one, let's see. That's on top, I think. We don't know where this is changing. Okay, I think that's it for that part. This signal should be also be. That looks better like that. Okay, for letter, I don't think he has any letter on him. Letter, sorry. And I think that's it. And that's my recreation for the Mandalorian. Looks pretty cool. Oh no, his belt does. His belt. Hold on. I think this one that I put looks really good on him. Okay, and I think I'm gonna stop the timer with 8 seconds to spare. Yep, 8 seconds. Well, this one actually looks very insane. Right? If I didn't know, I would be fooled and think this was the actual Mandalorian skin they had in the previous chapters. Because he has a little more detail in this lower part right here. But I think for the basic part, that's the Mandalorian skin. Yeah, I think that is. I would rate this one. I think I'm gonna rate it an 8.5 out of 10, just because of how I like the color and how it came out. It looks pretty accurate to the show and stuff. That's my Mandalorian skin. I would rate. What would you guys rate this out of? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.